Welcome to the testing world. Previously we have seen how we can report a defect, or I'll say how we can report a bug. Also we have applied a different workflow for bug. Now I'll show you end-to-end bug life cycle, and in this case we are going to cover a valid defect. Valid defect means I'm reporting a defect, developer accept the defect and going to fix it. So if I say that will be process we are going to cover. So first of all, as a software tester, we are going to report a defect and assign it to the developer. Now developer accept that bug and start working on that. Once developer fix that bug, it will mark it fix and assign it to the tester. Now tester verify and close it. It's a happy flow, or you can call it a valid bug lifecycle flow. So in this session, I'm going to cover this flow. Okay, first of all, I'll go to the Jira as a QA user. Yeah, here I'm logged in as a QA. If you want, you can just check my username. So I'll just go to the profile, and hope you remember previously we have assigned username like testing word tester. So as of now, I'm logged in as a tester. Now I want to create a new defect. So let's take an example. I'm testing my application, which is the testingword.com/testing. And here I'm saying after login, I'm using test as a username and test as a password. I'm saying after login, we should get a welcome message. But as we log in, as we click on the login button, we logged in successfully, but we are not getting any welcome message. So that is a bug. I want to report it. So first of all, I'm just taking the screenshot of this. If you want, you can take the screenshot of this. I'll just follow the process. So let's take a screenshot. I'm just selecting the area which I want to keep and go for crop. Okay, I'm just saving it on my desktop. So here on the desktop we have like welcome message. Okay, I hope you understand the defect. After login, I should get a welcome message, but here in application we are able to log in successfully, but we are not getting welcome message. I want to report this defect. Okay, let me just go to Jira again, and here I'm going to report a new defect. So I'll click on the create. I want to go for bug, not getting welcome message after login. Okay, which component it belongs to? It belongs to the login page. And now I'm putting like after while testing login functionality after putting correct username and password, as I click on login button, expected is that user should be logged in, user should get welcome message, and actual is user is logged in successfully, not getting welcome message. So I'm putting complete details here, message. Okay, in the same way you can write steps to reproduce. So I'm writing like steps to reproduce. Go to login page, enter correct username, enter correct password, click on sign in button. Okay, now we already have actual and expected here, so I'll just copy and use after the steps to reproduce as well. And what's the priority? I'm just saying the priority is, I'll say high. Okay, high, you can keep it medium, it's up to you. Label, would you like to give any label? I can give, okay, that is related to the login functionality. I'm just giving a label with the name login. Environment, I'm just keeping it blank. Attachment, I'll just go for new attachment, and here we have a attachment with the name welcome message. I'll just attach it. Okay. Now, whom you want to assign it? I want to assign it to my developer. So if you are aware like which developer is going to work on, you can assign it to the developer, else you can assign it to the development lead. Development lead will assign it to the developer. So I'm just assigning it to the developer directly. Okay. Just click on the create. A new defect is created, or I'll say I have reported a new defect and assign it to the developer. So if I talk about this end-to-end workflow, so as a software tester, we have reported a defect, or we can call it bug, and assign it to the developer. Now, developer accept that bug and start working on that. Let's go to developer login. So here I'm logging as a developer, and in the developer there is my dashboard. So if I say a bug is assigned to me, and these are the bugs which are assigned to me. And if you remember, we just assigned this defect, which is FIL7. Okay, I want to work on this defect. I want to correct it, or I'll say I want to fix it. So I'll just click on this. That is a defect which is assigned to me. I'll just click it. Now I'm going to the information which you put in the bug. And if you notice, as of now, the status is open, means new defect is opened as of now. Now I'm going to the defect, like while testing login functionality, after putting correct username and correct password, it should be logged in plus welcome message. We are not getting. I accept, yeah, it's a bug. So now I start working on this. So when I start working on this, I'll just change the status to in progress. Means now I'm working on it. So now I'll start working on my coding. I'm changing my coding. I'm doing some changes to fix the defect. And it can take few hours, it can take complete day, it can take many days. That is because we set it in progress. So if anybody check this defect, he or she will get the status in progress, means developer is working on it. Okay, I would say I have invested complete day and just fixed this defect. So once you fix this defect, I'll go here as a developer, I'll go and mention resolved issue. So status will be resolved. Also, it will show you what is the resolution you have done. So I'll say I have done, resolution has been done, plus how many hours you spend. So as of now, I'm not putting any other information. Later on, I'll explain you what do you mean by that. So I'm just putting the comment, issue is resolved, fix will be available in build number 100. So I'm saying it will be available tomorrow, or maybe it will be available in a particular build. So I have just given the information here. Click on resolve. So now status is changed to resolve. So I can say in step 1, as a software tester, we have reported a defect and assign it to the developer. Now in the step 2, developer accept that bug and start working on that. So when developer is working on it, status was in progress. Once developer fixed that bug and set the status resolved and assign it back to the tester. So what I'll do, I'll just assign it back to the tester. So now this is resolved and I have assigned it back to the tester. So step 3 is done. Now I'm going to log in as a tester and going to verify that. I'm here on the tester screen, and if you notice, here we are getting activities. Okay, issue is resolved, fix is available. So I want to work on this. So either I can search here, like the defect was FIL7. So I'm just going for FIL7. Okay, so if here I can check, okay, issue is resolved by the developer. Here I'm checking, okay, I have reported this defect, it is resolved by the developer. Now developer says this bug is resolved, or I'll say this bug is fixed. What I need to do now, I'll check it again. Now I'm going to the application and checking that defect is fixed or not, and I'm taking example that is fixed. So once it is fixed, I'll just go to the resolve and close it. I'll just go to the drop down and just close it. Close means yes, it is resolved successfully. verified on latest build working as expected. So you are putting your comment and just close the issue. Now finally this bug is closed. So here we have seen end-to-end workflow in case of valid defect. Valid means whatever the defect we have reported, developer accepted, fix it. Whatever the fix done by the developer, we verified and it is working. So that's a valid defect. In next video, I'll show you how we are going to work on invalid defect. I'll show you end-to-end process in case of invalid defect. That's all we have for this session. Thanks for watching this video.